Cut one.
Cut one. Welcome everybody to the Matt Show, where we talk about what moves culture and the people behind it. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Chris Classick. Ka. Woo, woo.
Appreciate it.
Owner of Classick Studios, artist manager, and Classics Never Die. Thank you so much for coming on the show, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Not to compare, but I definitely think Classick Studios is like the coolest recording studio in Chicago.
Hey, that's love.
I can't remember this all in my head, but all the artists that you've had, just to give people context, like Chance, SZA, Lil Wayne, Khelani, Tyler the Creator, Chief Keef, Smino, Lil Durk, Mick Jenkins, and the list goes on and on about the experiences and memories and tracks and creative work that's come out of Classick Studios. Mm-hmm. But I think beyond that, the much more interesting, significant thing you've done and have been doing and are still doing is creating this cultural, creative influence of helping artists in the city develop and find their sound, helping people connect, helping people collaborate, and being an engine for all that creative connectivity. So I would love to talk about all that. And again, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
the show, bro.
That was really well said.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, I wanted to start this off with, this might come across as a little bit silly, but I'm calling this the best and most whack segment.
All right, bet.
What's the best part and the most whack part about the Chicago music scene?
Oh, okay. The best part of the Chicago music scene. We're just gonna go straight into it. The best part of the Chicago music scene is that you're getting real music from real people, from real communities, from real humans, right? So a handful of people always say we lack infrastructure, we lack all these things. Honestly, my other perspective on that is that when you have no one telling you what to do, where's the only voice that you're hearing right now? It's yourself, your environment. So honestly, I think that's what makes art. And in my opinion, you get non-GMO music from Chicago. And the beauty of it is that I think this is the whack part about it.
Okay.
It takes time. So I think every generational artist that comes out of the city, it's like they get bigger than Chicago and go, get big global and all that. I think what happens is, like, here in the city, the whack part is that we reset. And I'm always there to capture who are the next ones because, I keep my space open. I'm very keen on all right, let's pass down the codes. Let's pass down the resources. Let's pass down the information from generation to generation so that they could get there faster than us. That's the goal. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, the whack side too is that there's just a lack there of money, right? Or what you would say is like a normal label. Like, there's people here. Let's not get it twisted. They're here. They're hidden. They're just watching. They're watching. They're on their phone, just waiting for something to crack online. And I pay attention that way, but I also pay attention to, my main focus is always on the artist development. How do you help a creative really bring together what their idea is, and how do you communicate it creatively? And it has to stem from the law of resonance. It has to stem from an actual side of the city. It has to stem from something that is homegrown and near and dear to us. You get what I'm saying? We're the home of gospel music, house music, drill, you know what I mean? Blues. So it's we have to have those kind of, We're very emo.
Emo, interesting.
Not emo like that kind of perspective, but just like we're very emotional. Like we have a lot
Not
of
like,
pride.
"Hey, I'm
No,
hard,
not that. Yeah,
for
not
you."
that. I mean, the indie, the indie rock scene. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh,
you got like Rolling Stones. You got Wilco coming out of the city. You know, it's like I think we're very diverse,
yeah, we
right?
are, yeah.
Very diverse, and the intersection is pretty tough because we're so segregated.
Hmm.
You know, and in my opinion, I'm like my ear is very like wide. It's I love music from all sides of the
Uh-huh.
city, and for me, I try to find the blend. It's like
Mm-hmm.
that'd be interesting if this was connected with this,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's what I would say is like the best and like wackest part of Chicago.
Cool. I like that term, having a wide ear.
Yeah,
It's like you're looking for the overlaps, the unconventional
yeah,
mix and matches of different sounds.
yeah.
Cool.
I feel like a chef. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
what if we put this with, man, this would be weird, but let's just try it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you started a Filipino food lounge, speaking of
I
chef,
did.
right?
Yeah, I did. two
How
years
did that
ago.
start?
I was with my brother-in-law, DJ.
Mm-hmm.
We had a family vacation 2 years ago. We were drunk. We were having some calamansi gin. And I just like looked at him. I'm like, yo, like, why is there no like Filipino lounge in Chicago?
Hmm.
And my brother-in-law, he's heavy in hospitality, food and beverage. He's worked at Untitled, and he just knows that whole like scene.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me and was like, that would be crazy. And
Hmm.
we just started from that point, like that idea, just we just kept talking about it day after day, week after week. And when we came back from the Philippines, he just comes to me and goes, "Hey man, like I found a chef, found a bartender, and I found the place where we could do our first pop up." I'm like,
That's so cool.
"Cool. If we're gonna do this, can we name it after my mom, my late mother, Dita Tutsi, who was the glue to my family as well. You know, she brought a lot of people together." And he just said, "Yo, like I would love to."
That's
So that's why
fire.
we called it Dita Tutsis. And I love that you asked this because like we're working on our on the next steps for Tita Tutsi, so stay tuned.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Where is it?
it is a pop up,
Okay,
so
okay, I see.
you look. I mean, we've done Drip Collective, Side Practice, Money Gun, Arbea, Common Decency. Like we've been around like parts of the city for
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
mm-hmm. And we touched on this in the last. My footage got deleted, everybody, so I'm re-recording with Chris today.
No, yeah, it's all good, but we're
No,
back.
we're back, we're back. And speaking of dedicating that to your mom, I thought it was like super profound how in this Vocalo interview, the interviewer asked you about your mother, and you were saying that he could experience your mother through you talking to him,
Hmm.
and that she kind of like lives through you, and how in so many ways the people who make us who we are also live through us and are a part of our being.
Hmm.
So like, are you cool with elaborating on that a little bit?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, uh, I wouldn't have been able to, not even be able. Like, I started my studio started from a really hard time. Like, I lost my mother from breast cancer, um, 17, 18. You
Oh
know,
wow,
yeah, she was my rock. You
yeah.
know, she was the one who was at every basketball game saying, "Confidence, Chris, confidence." She was like that voice to like remind me to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like don't ever, don't ever like half step. Don't ever just like kind of do something. If you're gonna go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Um, and yeah, when I lost her, I felt like at that point I couldn't, feel anything worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already hit. I felt how they say it's like rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I felt rock bottom,
Yeah.
but there's nothing else after rock bottom, right?
Mm.
So it's nothing for me. Like I lost my sense of fear in anything else. Like nothing else mattered at that
Mm.
point. So the year after, it was like 2006. So I lost my mom in 2005, October. 2006 is the year where I just went all in on music. Like that was about I've always had gear, like studio gear. I've had mics, I've had, speakers, I've had my own like I was recording on like multiple program. I was using Fruity Loops to Magics to a handful of things, and Acid. And that was when I was like, you know what, let me just go all in. I started producing for people, I went to Lane Tech, so I can meet hella people.
Yeah, yeah. So many people at Lane.
I'm like, yeah, I got a recording studio, I got a recording studio, I got a recording studio. Yeah, I just started recording people in my bedroom first.
That was where Classick started?
Yeah, in my bedroom.
In your bedroom, and kids from Lane coming over? And
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I went to Louder Than a Bomb. I went to some open mics, beat battles. I was just everywhere with it, and kind of just built my community from there. And I realized that I connected the most with producers and other engineers. And that's how we built like our first like rendition of like a team. Right. And to be honest, it wasn't even intentional. It was just like people I aligned with, people who challenged me while I challenged them, and they saw so much in me, and I saw so much in them. So it's like the same thing. And when you find that alignment with a group of like friends, like Chicago is known to work with your friends, right? That's like your first rendition or iteration of a team, especially when you guys are all working towards the same goal. Yeah, we just had fun with it. Made music and it connected, and yeah, rest is history, man. Like
rest is history.
Yeah,
that speaks so much.
I'm on right there, man.
Yeah, yes. I think you can see. You can see it right there.
You want me to bring it? You want me to show it?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, no, this. Shout out to Haley. She actually drew this. Yeah. She's always here, man.
That's beautiful. That's fire.
Yeah.
And just the origins of Classick, I think that speaks so much to your roots. Okay, going back to this, the best and most whack segment. Let's say an artist and an engineer walk into a room. Like Billy.
Sound like a joke. Go ahead.
Let's say Billy and John, right?
Yeah. My dog, Billy and John. All right, but who's the artist?
Billy.
All right,
Billy's
Billy.
the artist.
Billy the artist.
And John the engineer.
The engineer. Let's go, John.
What's the best and the most whack mindset for these two people to come in to create with each other?
All right, you got to give me some backstories on these. Who's Billy? Where's Billy from? Where's John from?
I guess, let's say they're both from Chicago, but
okay. How'd they meet?
They met they met at a house party.
At a house party.
Yeah,
all right, but
okay.
So Billy approached John.
Yeah,
was like, hey, I'm an artist.
He was like, oh, I'm an engineer, man. You should come to John Incorporated Studios.
Incorporated? Dang, business already. That's funny.
Not that there's any right way to do it, but that sometimes some studio sessions are a lot more fruitful and open and supportive and productive, and then some of them just end up as, I don't want to say time wasted, but like.
So best and worst, right? And it's like best practices, right? In my opinion, I think like when you come in so technical in the studio, and that's needed, right? But if you're like over explaining, like, man, I'm compressing this, I'm EQing this, I'm da 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 da, that artist is gonna look at you and be like, okay, bet.
Yeah.
It's like the artist is sitting there trying to, I just want to sound like I'm in an aquarium, right? So the engineer's job is to translate that, right? So I'm gonna use a reverb with a bigger pre-delay with, you know what I mean? Like just EQing it, get the highs a little bit more, widen it a little bit more. And, like that's how my engineer brain like kind of like translates it, right? And I tell engineers this too. is that like no average person listens to something and goes, wow, I love the compression on that song. The compression on that song is immaculate. Right? I'm really big on like regulating the room as an engineer. I think that's the other half of being an engineer, is understanding where your artist is at, having a really great relationship with them. Maybe like the first session, you don't even do a session. You do more of a consulting thing before you guys even hit record. So you could be on the same page in terms of like what needs to get done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's like kind of like if you're a contractor and you're building a house, they just start building the house the next day. It's like, damn, like I didn't even tell you what I want, where I wanted to put the pool, where I wanted to put the living room. Like, give me a concept. Or maybe the artist doesn't even know what they want yet, right? And the engineer needs to give a little bit of direction, a little bit. Or maybe that engineer goes, hey, I know a producer that fits your voice. Would you want to link up with them? So these are the things that I like implement. So I'm actually doing way more than what a normal engineer would do in the studio. I'm playing A&R. I'm playing connector. I'm playing manager. I call it like a creative architect. That's what
a
I
good
would.
term.
That's what I would like coin it as. It's like that, and that's what Classics Never Die is, right? Is we're creative architects where, we could hear an artist out and we can like organize the chaos. Essentially listening to the artist, and like I said, just paying attention and listening is the first step. People go in the room and just start talking. I think you should just be asking questions. Right? When you're an engineer, you are of service. You are of service to that artist. You are of service to the producer. You're of service to the management team. You're of service to the label, to all these like entities that are trying to execute this one song, this one idea, this one album. And
you have mentioned, though, not to cut you off, that sometimes the artist will expect the engineer to do everything for them, and that's also can be negatively impact things. That if you're just like, oh, do everything for me, like.
Oh yeah, yeah. That I think after you do it, then you kind of give them an essence of like how you did it, right? In my opinion, I think like you got to just find ways to like teach and show along the way, right? And I think artists at their best, right? They need to know these technical things, but what happens is if they become the person who thinks about all those other things too, they can't do their job. And you know what their main job is? They only have one job.
Perform.
No.
Oh.
No. Be
authentic.
Be them.
Okay, got it.
Just being who they are.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's it. That's like just being like, that's why you see like artist-led like labels. It could feel a little weird because you're sitting there going like, damn, but this artist don't care about me, man. Like, man, that artist is trying to figure out, just trying to hone in on them. That's tough. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like, I always feel like every artist needs to have like a counterpart that has like a wider view of like them, right? So I think artist is me, right? Because we need the inspiration. We need the confidence of someone who could say, I could do this. We need someone who could do that. And being okay with, I call it confidently vulnerable.
Interesting term.
Yes, being okay with like, damn, I messed up, but whatever. And knowing what mistakes to keep. You get what I'm saying? Because that's like, when you do that, like you're trying things. And that's actually great for us to see like in real time that like, you are trying things. It's not cookie cutter. It's not like, well, you just gave me the same thing that you gave me last week or the year after that. It's the same thing, and that's fine. But you can tell how like people crave like growth. People crave something just a little. You could change it just a little bit. If you're gonna go really like, if you're doing this the whole time and then you go this way, at least like build some like breadcrumbs that go that way.
Yeah.
Or you could go all the way this way too. But like tell the story of why the hell that went that way. Or you could build a whole brand, a new world. And then let people understand that like damn, I didn't know that this was this artist. That's cool. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
and it allows for the listener on the other side to connect the dots themselves. You know what's happening in today's world?
What's happening, Chris?
We are giving all the magic secrets. In like, but Classic, man, I need to share my process, my BTS. I'm like, duh, of course you do, but like, not too much of it. Give me like, where did my curiosity go?
I hope you give away magic secrets on this episode, though.
I'm gonna give you.
I'm just kidding.
No, but I am right.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give you the secret sauce of like the concept of like.
It kind of is a secret in its own way.
Yeah.
It kind of is a magic secret to not reveal all your magic secrets. Because like you said, these days most people say share everything, document everything.
Who's winning when that's happening? Who's really winning?
I don't know, the viewer?
No.
Oh.
Who's winning?
When you share everything?
Yeah, when you share all the content and you're posting every day and you're on IG story, you're engaging with who's winning? Who's winning?
I don't know.
Instagram.
Oh, facts. Big facts.
TikTok.
Yeah.
If I had a platform
where
where everyone's just all talking to each other, and then I have people making more content about teaching people how to make more content, aren't they just educating more people to just be on the platform?
Yeah.
And then finding ways to just stay on the platform? Oh, let's make things 2 minutes now. Let's make it 3 minutes now. We're now just pushing more of the longer form content. Because I don't want you to leave.
Wow, that's interesting. A lot of content these days, you're right. It's like people are so focused on putting out content that maybe the content doesn't actually help you do something more as much as it influences you to also start just creating content.
Yeah. And then you know what happens? It's a feedback. It's a loop.
Yeah.
If you think about TikTok, it's just a loop. So you're just like hypnotizing yourself.
Yeah. Okay, I have two more best and whack, most whack. What is the best way and the most whack way for an artist to ask you to manage them?
That's a great question. Hold on. All right, best way. Let me find you first.
Got it.
I have a trusted team around me. If it gets to them and then they tell me about it, they're like, yo, Classic, this is moving. This artist is fire. I think you should check this out. If it hits them and it comes to me and then I find it and I discover it, I'm going to be more inclined to support, right? And I think not just me personally, right? I think that's just true to anyone who's a fan of music, right? If I tell you like, hey, like you should go check out this song, right? When will you go check out the song? You're not going to check it right away.
Maybe.
You might.
Okay.
Right? You might, right? But how inclined are you to feel, or how inclined are you to share with somebody else if, like, it wouldn't be like right away, right? It would be like, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Yeah, Chris told me to. Like, I trust his taste, I'll check it out.
It depends on who's sharing it with me.
Right. That's true, right? Now imagine when you find it yourself.
I see.
How inclined are you to share it with somebody?
Yeah, because you're trying to put people on.
How excited are you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So right now, we're getting the gist of like everyone's telling me. I was like, man, I want to find some stuff myself. You get what I'm saying?
Instead of everything being thrown your way, because there's something cool about you being able to find something on your own and how that makes you feel about what you discovered.
So we're talking about best in whack
Most
ways.
whack way.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that. Most whack. You gotta be like most whack. So best way, again, is allowing me to kind of like find it myself, right? To come in with a plan already, to have an idea, to have something that you've already kind of established on your own. Like when you ask somebody like, hey, can you be my manager? You know what you're essentially asking?
Can you do some work for me?
Can you do all this for me for free?
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't even come up like, hey man, I think I would respect somebody if an artist comes up like, let's get this money together, bro. Let's figure this out. I have this idea. This is already moving here. I've been doing. It's like they should have like a Shark Tank for like artists. We should
That'd be
start.
interesting.
That'd be
That'd be
crazy
interesting,
if
huh?
we did like a Shark Tank for artists.
Oh yeah, they come in with their game plan.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
like, hey, this is my idea, da da da, all that. So that's why I'm just like, come in with something, right? You
that's
got
a
me.
great idea, actually.
It would be great.
Yeah, you could have it be like American Idol meets Shark Tank, where they perform and then they
Yeah.
have to give their like rollout plan of how what they're gonna do.
So I said the best ways, right? Now the whack ways, right? Whack ways, like I said, is just going up. It's like, hey, just manage me, no context, no anything. Like I said, it's just like giving me just, hey, do this for me for free, right? And two things that I've done, that I've created based off of this, right? Because I do get DMs, I get texts, I get people who I'm getting coffee and they're like, Classick manage me. I'm like, dang, can I just get my coffee? I started two things. So One Take was one of them. I noticed that a lot of people who follow me is like a lot of people from the industry, people resources, all that, right? And I'm like, man, I felt like I just kept sharing people's like music and like DMing it, which is fine, right? And they appreciated putting it on the radar and everything. But I was like, you know what? What if I just created my own platform and just like shared it from my platform? And in that way, they feel like they discovered it through IG story. They discovered it through our in-feed posts, through any of that. And we did that with One Take on the rooftop, with the skyline. And now I'm getting DMs going like, hey, who's this artist? Hey, who's this artist? Why are you like, you get what I'm saying? And then now they're reaching out to me going like, like publications to write-ups, and they're like, yo, I want to like share this. Like, can you connect me with your team? And that was like one of the biggest reasons why I started One Take. And then my team was talking about like trying to do like an open house at the studio. And I was like, man, that just feels weird. Or not weird, it's just like, I'm like, that doesn't feel like me.
What about it didn't feel right?
Check out my studio. Like, it feels like me, right? So instead, I was like, man, it'd be cooler if like you had artists come here and play their work and meet other producers, meet other managers, meet like other, people in the industry maybe. Find your videographer, and you can find your team, right? So that was like why Slide to the Stew even started as well, is because I'm like, yo, you don't need me to manage you yet. The people in this room right here, these are your peers, this is your community. I'll intro you to this person, or you just heard someone's song, music, or heard someone's song over here and you're a videographer. Hey, I'll shoot your video for you for free for the first one. But like, let's work. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is the best way to build first, is build your creative team, because you need your output. There's nothing to manage when you don't have no output yet, right? Why are you gonna start a restaurant? You don't even got a chef. You don't even got there's no like hospitality, you have no product. So let's make the product first. And the biggest thing, consistent product, right? Because what I'm seeing is artists just dropping, like, they're so like excited, and I get it. It's like, man, I need to drop this right now. Then you ain't got no follow-up for 6 months. So I tell artists right now, I'm like, yo, if you're gonna drop something, make sure you have six months planned out. Then when you're like 3 months in that, you should already have the 3 months after that. So now you're at 9 months. And then after that, when you're at 6, you should be shooting for the next 3 after that. So now you have the whole year. So you have to create your own version of consistency, almost treating yourself as if like you were like a TV show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like how you made this distinction between just showing off the studio and bringing attention to what the studio offers, but then turning the studio into a creative hub for people to meet and connect and build together. And that, just to give people context on Slide to the Stew, like, you had over 700 RSVPs. Artists from all around the city came together to play their music and to connect.
A cello player.
Oh, really? You had a cello player?
The cello player was playing on the balcony.
That's fire.
That was fire.
And did you do the LA one yet, or?
April 18th.
Okay.
We're announcing that next week.
And you partnered with DistroKid on it too. You want to give some background into like how that vision came together for it?
Yeah. Shout out to Nathaniel. He put together conductors camps in certain cities and stuff, and like we were one of the studios in Chicago. That was really cool to see, and we just told Nathaniel like, yo, we started our own, like almost like you would say like a pass the aux, right? But pass the aux on like all version, like different mediums of art, right? And he loved the idea and told me that he was trying to put something like that together already. And he was like, man, might as well let you guys do it. So in the last year, he was like, yeah, we'll help sponsor and make it a tour for next year, which is what we're doing right now. So we're going to be, just did Chicago, LA, April, then we're doing New York, and then we're doing Nashville.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so dope. I really want to dig in a little more to this idea of Classick being a creative hub, because you've said yourself that you've thought of Classick more as a creative hub than a studio. The idea of curating a vibe where people can be creative. And to quote you, an open atmosphere leaves limitless possibility, and the real magic of creative cultural influence doesn't happen in isolation.
Yeah.
And like those are really.
I said that.
Yeah.
I feel like Lil Wayne. Yeah, wait, I said that? No way, I said.
You also said the best thing you can give a creative is a space to figure things out.
I said that.
Yeah. Like, how do you make an open atmosphere? What curates a vibe where people can comfortably figure things out?
I am said creative. So if I just create something that allows me to be as creative and makes me feel kind of, in a place where I could make things and make nothing out of, or making something out of nothing. That excitement, like I said before, is like, that's like my indicator. That's like my North Star. I'm really working off how I feel. You know what I mean? So, and I know that if I could feel that way, I feel like other creatives would feel the same way as well. So that open atmosphere is like, there's no judgment. It's a lot of ego death, but like with artists, it's like there's that ego side, right? Where I feel like you have to turn that on when you're outside, right? Because you do have to have a sense of like, hey, it's like you're a director. You have to lead your your fan base or whatever your community is somewhere, right? And you can't go up there and be like, I think I'm gonna do this. I think we should go that way, right? No, you gotta be like, no, we're going this way and we're gonna figure it out, right? You need that director. But when you come back in the studio, that's where you go. You could be vulnerable. That's where you could sit here and be like, damn, I don't know. I'm gonna have my sound team. Let me figure it out. And that's what I was telling you earlier about like this idea of just like trial and error, just like paying attention and understanding and finding things that connect with you, and like through art, through other things that you like, other mediums. Like I feel like right now what's going on is that we're so stuck in just like artists just listening to other artists. I think artists should go like make clothes, bring that to this world. You know what I mean? Like we're not exploring into things that can bring something new to the world that you're currently in. And that's what I mean by the idea of like collaborating and putting things that are a little like, damn, I wouldn't expect those two things working together. And that's what really like gets your to me, I feel like really starts to get people to pay attention, and like they tell you like you should post every day, all this stuff, but like what I think is better, the better question is, what are you posting?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like you tell people like post, like, no, what is the creative? What is the thing that like, what's interesting about this one post? You could go crazy on the first post. I've seen it. But it's because the creative was so strong. And now if you hit it the first time, like now you have like a positive thing that you could work from.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, people love this kind of angle. Let me do different angles now. Let me, like, then you could double down on the thing that worked.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of like playing a shotgun approach where you shoot, and I think, just try it, get all the things, and then all of a sudden like one does work, and then all of a sudden the artist goes, cool, they like this, but I'm gonna give them something different again. And it's like, oh, this worked. Why don't you just flip this idea into something else? You get what I'm saying? So that's how I like building momentum. That's like how I like building stories. That's how I like building, just building creatively and just communicating creatively.
I really like that term you used, confident vulnerability.
Yeah.
That's like, seems like the perfect mindset to have in the studio, because like you said, an artist, the most important thing for them being in the studio is to be themselves fully, and you need confidence to do that. But you're also in a vulnerable creative process, and if you can't be confident but also vulnerable, then it's going to be hard to
Yeah.
work with people fluidly, you know?
Facts.
So that's very interesting that you said that.
Yeah.
And then going off the like, what are you posting thing? Because you could game it. You could make like the cat AI slop and meow 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 meow. Have you seen that before? And you could rack up tens of millions of views. But
Yeah.
how sustainable is that really?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
You can make money off of it.
yeah.
It's
Get
great,
people
but
to
is
click
that
the
if
link.
that? I think like just what is your goal?
Yeah.
Is it awareness? Is it visibility? Is it streams? Is it trying to build your team? Is it trying to find your team? Is it trying to find an engineer? Like, people just right now just like, I just want to be visible. Like, visible for what? Damn, there's no album. Where are we going? You're leading me nowhere. But it's just gonna be more content. Like, oh, you're gonna be so tired after like a month. You're gonna burn out.
Visible. I bought the domain visibilitybuddy.com. I think I'm gonna try and start a
hard.
marketing agency.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks.
That's fire.
You've said that Chicago doesn't necessarily need more studios. Not that there's anything wrong with making a studio, you said, but that people should think about what do we really need, and filling in gaps and like adding value. And I'm curious to hear you elaborate on like, what do you think makes it that people want to do the same thing, or like don't see or understand the importance of doing something to fill in the gaps?
They go, oh, so-and-so's successful in it. Let me just do what they're doing. Right?
Yeah.
And I think even just like adding on to like what I said, when did I say that? I said that a while back, right?
Like 2 years ago.
2 years, damn. You know, what month?
I don't know. I was watching the YouTube video last night. And
I think that's false now. I don't think that's true. I think right now, given the state of like so much music coming out, I think we do need more studios.
Okay, cool.
We do. I think we do need more studios. I think we need more people who care about making audio sound better. I think it's just the intention. Like,
that was the last.
that's all it is. It's just really the intention, right? Like,
right on that though, the last best and most whack thing I had was, what's the best and most whack intention behind creating a studio?
I'm trying to make it for money.
But yeah, I would love to hear you talk about the intent, like the intention behind a studio. What?
To me, and you know, it's like you're gonna get different viewpoints from people, you know. But I've been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
Right, and I always come from a sense of like, what is there a lack thereof? Right. What is the biggest problem? So when there's a problem where there's like, because I've seen it, I've been in this position before where it's like, damn, there is no infrastructure. Damn, there isn't any funding. And there is funding. Don't get it twisted, but you have to go get it, right? You got to find the people to fund these things, right? There are grants in the city. There's DKs, you know, like, and then, or you just go find other people who aren't in the music industry who just want to invest, right? But I think like what's going on in Chicago is that like, because of like how, I hate saying this, but just like, there's just an overabundance of music and it's like overly saturated, right? People who would be willing to put money up for music don't know where to put it. You know, it's like, how do I know? Where back in the day, there used to be like, there was just like these little lanes where it's like, if you were in the studio, you had to pay like X amount, like it was like $150 an hour. So you kind of like, there was a big moat around like making music. Nowadays, people are just making music on BandLab, which shout out to BandLab, you know what I mean? I think we should move in the direction of how give people access to things that it was way harder to do before, right? And I'm never against where things are gonna go, right? But I also believe that when when that happens, that's where that oversaturation comes from, where it's just so much, and I could just drop my music tomorrow and put my music next to like these bigger artists, and then now it's like, damn, why is this not connecting? I'm like, yo, like, you understand? There's way more work than just putting the music out.
Yeah.
You know. Again, my intention. I could speak on my intention because I can't speak for others' intention. Others, you know what I mean? Is that like I just wanted to create that space that allows artists to like meet others, to create, to make their own music and build where they're at currently in their careers. You get what I'm saying? Whether it is you're just a hobbyist, right? Just have fun then. You don't have to make money out of this. No one told you to. I don't know who told you, but just have fun. Enjoy. Listen to music that inspires you. Listen to other genres. Listen to listen to anything, right? Then, when you keep doing this, it could build up to the next phase, which is discoverability. Where now all of a sudden your stuff is starting to get like, oh man, they're hitting me up, labels, went viral, right? And this is where you start to bring in a team, because you need to sort through the confusion, because you don't know all these things, and people are going to come in here to take advantage of you. So that's why I keep my space open, so that when something does go to discover mode, right? I'm there to kind of guide you to be like, yeah, don't do that. This would be crazy. They're gonna lock you into a bigger deal, because I've seen those, like every form of a deal. So I could guide you through those things and be like, yo, I think I would suggest you talking to this person, because this person would be best fit for you because I know them.
Yeah.
Or there might be someone I don't know, but I could get information for you. You know what I mean? Then you get to discoverability, and then you have that breakthrough moment. That's like the next thing you gotta like fight for. Which again, everything in these levels, there's work in between to get it from level to level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've seen the how-to for each of these things because I've been a part of them. But in the beginning, just have fun, man.
That's good advice.
Just have fun. Like, you should nerd out about these things for yourself.
Yeah.
You should sit here and be like, man, I just made this thing. Like, that's how people should talk. The artists that I see that like where they're at today, they're so excited to show me a song and show me the effects that they've done, the this, the that, and like, hey, I just connected with it. It's like that excitement gets me excited, and I can't hide it. I'm that type of person to be like, if it excites me, I'm gonna show you. If it's okay, I'll be like, all right, that's dope. Like what? And then I'll hit like a what if. I'll hit the what ifs. What if you tried this? What if you tried that? Because I never want to like bring the artist down, because that's their idea. That's like, that came from them. Who am I to be like, oh, that's great and all, but you should do this, right? I just add to what they already got going on, because that's where the weirdness comes from. When you got people telling you like, man, that's dope, but like, like, damn, I was just writing about like the craziest story about like how I came up and this happened. This is actually my life.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's very personal, you know? So I take it in with care, no judgment, and just seeing what else I think can add to what they got going on already by not changing who they are. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What gets you excited about an artist? Like you discover something new, or someone shows you something. What like makes your eyes light up about new music?
Vision. Seeing somebody work with what they have, because I did that. Did the same thing. And if they tell me, man, I just did this, recorded at a library, and this went crazy, I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
It's off to the races. That's how I felt about Ursine Chels. We just started working just like a month ago, 2 months ago. Yeah, it's been fun. You know, I could do my part. Everyone does their part in the team. That's what excites me, is like when an artist knows what they're trying to do, and I can help execute the idea. If I can't, then I don't have like I heard someone else say this, but it's like I get this like Rain Man moment where like everything in my brain just starts to go, oh, we should do this. Damn, we should do that. And it just starts to come to me naturally. If that doesn't happen for me, then I don't know how to help.
I see.
And I'll say it. I'll honestly say it. I'll be like, I don't think I'm the person for this.
That's
because I don't think I know.
Mm-hmm.
and I want to make sure that I manage expectations when I work with people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, there's so much you said that I could go off of, but you were. I think it would be cool to pivot the conversation towards like essentially advice for artists, for lack of a better way to put it. What you mentioned, there being barriers to creation, and now we have like BandLab on our phones and stuff. How is technology changing the way music is created and distributed and discovered and all this? Like, what do you think artists should be keeping in mind? What?
I've always believed that you should use the technology in your benefit for your art. And I don't think it should be, I know people use it, you know, to like create samples, to do this. Oh, I don't have a musician, so I could get Suno and just make some like bass lines from there, and that sounds great and all that, right? I've always believed it's like it's no different than like when autotune came out, right?
Uh-huh.
It's no different than when the computer came, like when you could record on your computer and like they transferred all of this like the analog to the digital world, right? It's it's gonna keep growing. You can't fight that, man. Like
Right, right.
the more I try to fight against something, then it's kind of like then I become the person that I was like when I was coming up. I the same people who were saying like, oh, forget technology, don't do that, da 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 da. I don't see them in this music industry anymore. I don't even see them making music anymore. Like, period. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And for me, like I'm always evolving with the time, finding, and I get excited off of the new thing. I'm like, man, I could use this to help with this, right? I think there's other creative ways to use technology, right? Or AI or whatever the case may be. Is like maybe you use AI to create other like fan pages for you around your artist in the niche that makes the most sense. What if the like this song fits a bunch of like sports reels? Then you make a sports reel IG and just create generated content from that
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of it being the generated content on your actual page.
Right, right, right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now you
that's a good
create your own
advice.
digital street team.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are just other creative ways to setting up your tour. You know how hard it is to like find the cheapest rates to do this, to do that. AI could or ChatGPT could do that for you. You could like ask it, hey, give me the cheapest rates for this tour. These are the dates. I want to go in the day before or early in the morning. And you could say specific things. It'll give you the links to all of the travel for it.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Where do you think things are going that people should just like be aware of?
Analog, tangible.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
You know, vinyl's just hit 1 billion.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So vinyl, like CDs, we're going back.
What about artists having a good team around them you were mentioning? Like how would you, what advice would you give to an artist who's trying to think about how to build out their team, where to start, and what they should be aiming to achieve with building a team?
So I treat the artist journey as like a car, right? The artist is always the driver. There's no one else driving that car, right? You got someone in the passenger seat next to you. That should be your manager. Someone to guide you, all that, right? Or that could be your producer. You just need someone right next to you that you could talk to on a day-to-day basis. Then you bring in your content person who's right behind you to keep shooting. So the sound identity and your visual identity is locked in. Then you can bring in like a lawyer when things start to come in. You know what I mean? And that should be it. Keep it simple. I think in the beginning what happens is if you're already confused and you bring in a team and you're essentially yourself, you don't know what you're trying to do. No, you're gonna get 5 people or 4 people in your team trying to sway you in a million directions. But you are driving the car. We cannot work harder than you. Your team can't go further than where your energy's at. That doesn't make any sense. I can't want this more than you.
Yeah, yeah. I was literally about to say that what you've said before. Yeah.
I cannot. That's impossible. What?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not driving. This is your ship.
You talked about the moving train method.
Oh yeah.
The artist needs to want it more than you.
So I have like two analogies for that too. So the moving train method for me is like it's moving with or without you. Right? So if I'm gonna go do this thing and like I got a vision, this is what's happening. If I approach you and you're going wishy-washy, I'm gonna be like, yo, it's cool. Don't worry. Because I'm gonna keep going. Then the person who was like, damn, I missed out. That was the person, da 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 da. It's like, I'm gonna keep going. There's no point. You get what I'm saying? So like, but for you to have a moving train, you have to be lean. You have to be able to move, be able to like move with intent and being very resourceful with what you have. So if you could find one person that's very resourceful in the world that you want to live in, great. There goes your manager, or that person could be a producer. You know, you're gonna have like multiple hats. So once that happens, then you could like build your team step by step. But don't add so many people, man. Like that's what I see artists doing sometimes. They add people just to add people, and I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? And then you see that they're not doing anything anymore because now your team's telling like, well, we need to have this set up. Now you can't move lean, and you can't be a train that just a moving train, right? That's how I like look at things. Is like, how do you build your team properly, and how do you just move with what you have first, and then add people along the way. Add people, like if you're like a moving train, then there's this stop. It's like, damn, that'd be fire if we had a content person. Next stop, let's get a content person. Bring them on. Next person, we need like a visual person. Bring that person in. But the train's still what? Moving forward.
I guess as we get to wrapping this up, who are some artists in Chicago or anywhere that you're excited about right now?
Okay.
That you think people should keep an eye on?
All right. Ursine Chels. Kai Crusade. The Mind. Jin. Daisy. Rebeski. Femi. Mute. Yeah, so many artists.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for all of them. Menace for Hire. Who else? Even like Rico, Shapes, everyone in the Shapes crew, like Lonzo, of course Monty Booker, Smino. Yeah, it's a lot of artists.
Cool.
Yeah.
How can people be involved in what Classick has to offer and support you? And what are you looking forward to right now?
I think when it comes to support, if there's anyone out there that like wants to help the artist music Chicago scene, whether it is through funding, like I'm like opening myself up for those opportunities so that my goal is to like take the funding to take care of the team so the team can take care of the artists. I think that's what's happening right now, is that like you get funding and then it goes to the artist and then they don't pay for a team. Right? I think it's kind of backwards. I think we find the people who are all in, who are supportive, who know how to develop artists, give them the funding or a piece of it, right? So that they can take care of an artist who needs that, right? Because people need to get paid. You know what I mean? So we find every which way on like how we could make that happen, especially in the creative scene. And then when it comes to like, to work with us, man, we're open. Just DM us. Text the number 773-217-0513.
Bing! I'll put it
Right?
on screen.
Put it right here. Right? Or just email us at book@classickstudios.com. You're gonna reach out to an amazing person named Visto, right? Handles the operations at the studio, and then also Juliana, who's part of the team. So yeah, we got a solid team here who could take care of all your needs, all your creative needs. Take out all that stress.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that deep, you know? Just create from fun, because if you create from that, people on the other side will feel that. If you create from stress, people will feel stress on the other side.
Yeah,
all right?
That's so true.
So, yeah. You're not going to find inspiration scrolling. you're just gonna create the same shit over and over again, and that's what I call the feedback loop.
The feedback loop.
That's
The doom scroll
the
feedback loop.
doom scroll feedback loop. Do I doom scroll? Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, I brain rot. I do all that, right? But I know when I'm aware of it, and I know I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give myself just a little bit of time to do it, but I do it in ways of like understanding how it works. I don't look at it where I'm like fully indulged. I go like, why did that stop me? You know, and I'm kind of like looking at it from a stance of like awareness, and then then I'll utilize that tool to bring that into like what we got going on.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you really got to hit them in that 1 second. They're like, man, Classick, I'm gonna put this like 1 minute and 30-second clip up. Da, da, da. I'm like, that's cool. I don't care. But what is that 1 second telling me? You know what I mean? You really have 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to.
I know this is hard to do, but just like find ways to just like listen to yourself and like find your gut. What is your gut instinct in it? And I think once you figure that out for yourself, you'll be able to have the energy to be able to help others.
Cool. Thank you, Chris. I
My
appreciate
dog.
you.
Appreciate you,
Woo,
man.
that's a wrap.